How's it going, guys? It's Habeeb here again. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a very interesting case study from a brand that we took from 5% email revenue to 32% email revenue in just 45 days. I'm going to be showing you exactly what we did step by step in today's video. So as you can see here, before this brand started working with us, they were making around 5% from their email. And in just 45 days, we took them from 5% to almost 32% email revenue in just 45 days. And like I said, I'm going to be showing you exactly everything we did step by step in today's video. So I'm going to be starting from the flows to the segmentations to deliverability to campaigns. I'm going to be showing you exactly everything we did step by step to be able to get in this result. So a quick intro about me, if you're not familiar with me. My name is Habeeb. I'm the CEO and founder of Smart E-commerce, an e-commerce agency that helps e-commerce brands scale with community building, email and SMS marketing. I know you're probably thinking, what is community building, email marketing? So this is exactly what separates us from other email marketing agencies, right? So we focus our email on building emails that builds community, right? So rather than sending generic emails nobody wants to read, we focus our emails on building community. So we send emails that builds community and that increases brand values. That's exactly what community building email system is, and that's exactly what we do to be able to help our clients get amazing results. So, background about the brand: this brand is an beard care brand. They sell hair care products for men, and they're making about 6 figures in monthly revenue. So, what were they doing before they started working with us? And this is basically me walking you through the problem and also what it derived from these problems. And because they're not doing the right things, that's exactly why they're not getting the right results. So let's walk through the things they were doing before they started working with us. So the first thing was, when we audited their email system, we noticed that they don't even have any email marketing strategy. So they don't have any kind of strategy at all. They were just creating emails and sending emails to their email subscribers. So we noticed that would be the very first thing. And the second thing was that their copywriting is very, very dull. Like, it's just like, hey, today we have something to sell, go and buy. So we noticed that to be the case. They had a very dull copywriting. In their copywriting, no storytelling whatsoever. Like, there's no connection between their emails and the customers. So their email is so dull. And also they only had a very few email flow setup, right? So when we audited their email Klaviyo account, we noticed that they only have like 3 to 4 email flow setup, and these flows are not even generating that much revenue. And that's because they're using basic Klaviyo templates. So this was done by someone in-house. They just set up a couple of templates and that was it, right? So they don't really have much going on regarding the email flows. And also we noticed that they were not sending enough email campaigns. So they're only sending like 2 or 3 campaigns per month, which is really, really crazy, because for this kind of brand, they have the potential to be sending at least 3 emails per week to be able to engage with their customers and make more sales, right? So they're only sending about 2 to 3 emails per month. And out of these 3 emails, most of these 3 emails are only sales promo emails. So it's like, hey, we have something to sell today, would you buy? And that was it. So there's no strategy, there's no much flows going on, and they're not sending enough campaigns. And anytime they send a campaign, it's always about promo, right? And they don't have segmentations and no proper customer journey. So they are just sending email to anybody and everybody, which is one of the easiest way to ruin your email list, right? So these are the things that we noticed with them, when we first audit their Klaviyo account. So what were the problems derived from what they were doing? And the very first thing was they had a very low deliverability score due to emails going to spam. So most of their emails were going to spam, right? And that's because they don't have any strategy behind their email. They were just sending emails to everybody and anybody, right? So they had a very big deliverability problem, right? So you can see here their deliverability score was 28%, and that's because emails were just going to the spam folder. And you can see here the only thing that was going on was the click rate. They had a very huge bounce rate, unsubscribe rate, and spam comply rate. So in addition to that, they also had a low email engagement. Obviously, they are not sending the right email to the right people, and they are just, they don't have any strategy going on. So people are not engaging with their emails. And like I said, their copy was so dull that people don't even want to read their emails. People are just reporting their emails as spam. And that, leads to low conversion rate. So obviously when people are not engaging with your emails, people are not, seeing your emails, you're going to have a very low email conversion rate, right? Which also equals to low email revenue. So and that's exactly why they are making like $2,000 per month from their campaigns and $3,000 per month from their email flows, even though they are making like 100,000 plus from their Shopify. But the email revenue was so low that we knew that this to be a problem, right? And also they had a very low profit margin due to high advertising costs, right? So they are paying lots of money on ads, obviously, to be able to get customers, but they are not retaining most of those customers, which means, they are not making so much profit as much as they could if they have their email system in place. So these are the things that, these were the problems derived from what they were doing, and these are the things that we saw when we, engage with this brand. So what did we do to fix all of these problems that I mentioned here? And for us, whenever we took on a new client, the very first thing we always do is, we do an in-depth audit of the account, right? So we look at exactly what's going on with the account. We do an audit to, know what's going on and what we're going to do to fix the problem. So for this brand, we started with, looking at their Klaviyo. So we look at if their Klaviyo is properly integrated with the Shopify store. So these are the very first thing we first look at, because in some cases, we've seen this to be a case in a lot of cases whereby people don't know that their Shopify is not properly integrated with their Klaviyo, and they have been running this account for years, right? So this is something we look at the very first time. And we also look at their sign-up form. We check if the sign-up form is connecting to the right list. We check the creative, we check the targeting, behavior, we check if there's any split test and all of those things. So we look at those things in their sign-up form, and we notice that they don't even have most of these things going on, right? And the next thing is deliverability, like I showed you earlier. We check their open rates, we check their click-through rates, we check the bounces, we check the spam rates and unsubscribe rates. So we look at these things, and from there we know what's going on and what could be fixed immediately. We also check their campaigns. So we check how many campaigns they were sending. We did segmentations. We look at the content. We look at the design. We look at the copy. We also look at the frequency of the campaign. So like I mentioned earlier, they were only sending 2 to 3 emails per month, which is really, really low for this kind of brand. And they don't have any, segmentations in place, right? So they are just sending emails to everybody and anybody, right? And the content was so dull, like I mentioned earlier. The copywriting was so dull. And the design is nothing to write about, because they're just using Klaviyo templates, right? So these are the things we noticed in the audit. And also for the flows, so from pre-purchase flow to post-purchase flow, we did the audit. We look at the emails they have in the pre-purchase flow. We also look at the emails they have in the post-purchase flow. So this is the very first thing we do, regarding audit and stuff. So let's talk about what we did regarding deliverability, right? So the first thing we did was the technical setup, right? So that includes the branded sending domain, setting up the DMARC, the DKIM. So we did all of these things to make sure that deliverability is on point and emails are, going to the inbox rather than the spam folder, right? We also cleaned our email list, so we remove unengaged email subscribers, taking off people who are just, who are not engaging with their emails anymore. So we purged our email list. We took out some people who are not, engaging with their emails, and we created something called problematic domain segments. So this is to help us figure out the people who are not, the email domains who is having the lowest open rate. So basically, this means that we create a segment called problematic domain segment. So this is going to help us figure out which email domains, for example, like Gmail. Is it Gmail that's having the highest emails domain that are going to the spam? Is it Hotmail? Is it Yahoo? So we create this segment to figure out those email domains, and we exclude those domains from our normal sending segment, and we slowly warm up those domains. This is a little bit technical, but basically that's what we do. And also we did some high-level segmentations. Basically, we started thinking of segmentations, engage 30 days, engage 60 days, engage 90 days, and we separated those segments and we started, sending emails to them slowly, starting from engage 30 days up to 180 days. So we slowly warm those people up, as we improve the open rate. Another thing that I've seen, brands overlooking is reducing cloud view billing. So this is extremely important, and we've seen this to be the case for many, many accounts that we've audited, right? So most people are just paying for email profiles that are not even engaging with their emails, and this means that they are, paying a lot for their CloudView subscription, right? So we reduced that CloudView billing from 1,480 to 475 in the first month. Because like I said, they were just, sending emails to people and not even engaging with their emails anymore. So, cleaning the email list, purging the email, creating the segment, we noticed that there's no point paying 1,480. So we helped them reduce their CloudView billing from 1,480 to $475 in the very first month. So that's, within the deliverability stuff. Another thing we did after that was the brand research and the competitor analysis. So now it's time to get into action. It's time to now start doing setting up the whole email flows and email campaigns. So we did brand research, and this is to help us communicate with the customers the way they want to be communicated with. So for us, like I mentioned earlier, we be communicating with our emails rather than just sending generic emails. And in order to do that, we need to know our customers very well, know what they like, know how they speak, know all of these things about them, so we can talk to them. We can talk to them so they can feel like they are part of something, they're part of a community, right? So that's what we did. We collected brand info from the team, from this brand. Okay, what is your customer information? What's your about us? Your company about us? What's your mission? What's your vision? So we collected all this information from the brand. We went through their social media. We see what people are talking about on their social media. We went through their reviews. So this is very, very important. Looking at customer reviews is one of the very first way to do brand research. So see what our customers are talking about, even both negative and positive. Look how people are talking about. Look at the things they are saying online, in their reviews, in their social media. And this is a very good way to, audit your brand, do some brand research, and also, we spy on their competitors to see what people are saying about their competitors. And we, use all of this information to write our copy, build community, write our emails, make sure our emails are engaging with the customers, right? So this is the next thing we did. And, doing all of those things took us to the next point, which is the sign-up form. So as you can see here, before they started working with us, they're really getting like 1.75 sign-up rate. And one of the reasons for this is because like the form is not just, it's not well optimized. Let me just put it that way. So it's not showing at the right time. Everything is not properly set up with the form. Right. So for us, we just set up a new form, and we got their first form, the one we set up for them, we got it to like 7.71%. And also, just to go back a little bit, we noticed that their sign-up form is not showing on lots of pages, right? So it's only showing on their own page, and the sign-up form is not properly connected to Shopify. Right, so these are the things that we notice when we audited the account. And like I said, we just set up a new form, and that got us to almost 8% submission rate in the very first month. So the next one is the campaign. So now we've started looking at the brands. We know what's going on. So what we did was we came up with content ideas and created a campaign calendar based on our research. So we've done the brand research, we've done the competitor analysis. So it's time for us to start ideating and coming up with email campaign ideas. So you can see here, this is what our campaign calendar looks like. This is built on ClickUp. ClickUp is our main tool that we use to, manage projects for our clients. So you can see we literally build email campaigns for our email campaign calendar for our clients. So this is what that looks like. After coming up with the content ideas, we build out this campaign calendar. So we started sending lots of value-based emails that build trust and community. So this basically means that rather than sending generic emails like promotional emails and stuff, we started sending value-based emails that build trust and community, right? So that's one of the very first thing we did regarding campaigns. And also we started sending mostly plain text email to engage 30 days, right? So one of the things that we've seen with emails lately and in the e-commerce industry in general is like people engage more with plain text emails, right? Because plain text emails feels like it's coming from a person, like it's like a normal email from your friend or from your family, right? So we saw that to be the case, and also we noticed that plain text emails helps boost deliverability a lot, right? So we sent a lot of plain text emails to engage 30-day segments, and this helped us boost email deliverability as soon as possible. Right, so we send lots of plain text email to engage 30-day segments. And then as we keep sending campaigns, we are analyzing the campaign metrics, looking at the open rate, looking at the click rate, looking at the unsubscribe rates, and basically we do the campaign analysis. And after that, the result from that was deliverability went from 28% to 80% in just 40 days. You can see that here, open rate from 18% here went to 35%. Click rate from 6.8 to 8.42. Right, bounce rate from 2.36 went down to 0.45. Right, subscribe rate from 0.34 went down to 0.14. Right, spam compliance rate from 0.8 came down to 0.2. Right, and that's because we focus on all these things I mentioned earlier, and we slowly warm up the segment. We slowly send emails to engage 30 days, and that took our deliverability from 28% to 80% in just 40 days. So this is really incredible result for this brand. And doing all of these things, building their flows, building their campaigns, fixing the deliverability, building all of these things helped us, take them from 5.48% to 3.71% in 45 days, right? As you can see here, we generated them $51,000 extra, while spending the same amount on advertising, right? So they made about $60,000 extra without spending anything else on ads, just by, having the right deliverability, sending emails to the right segment, doing all of these things help them generate extra $60,000 without increasing advertising budget. So this is an incredible result, and this is something that we've done for lots of clients, and this is something that we see to be the case in many e-commerce stores. So if you're an e-commerce store owner and you are having the same kind of issue, or you just want us to help us take care of your email marketing and SMS marketing using community building email system, you can reach out to me. Me and my team will be happy to help you out. And if you want to generate a lot of money from your email and SMS marketing, just use the link in the description of this video. I'm going to leave the link in the description. You can use the link to book a call with me. I'll be more than happy to have a chat with you. My team at smartecommerce.com, we are really, really passionate about helping e-commerce brands increase sales and profits using email and SMS marketing. So you can use the link in the description to book a call with me. Or you can just shoot me an email at habeeb@thesmartecommerce.com. You can shoot me an email or send me a DM on Instagram at growwithhabeeb on Instagram, and I'll be more than happy to have a chat with you. So that'll be all for this video. If you like this video, if you find this video valuable, please like and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any question, you can leave them in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.